Hi, hi! Guys, I'm very much excited because you know what? Singles Corner with Grace is back again. Yeah, it's been over 4 months since the last time we shared an episode here on Singles Corner with Grace. Now we are back again and we are back with a bang. Okay, yeah. By the way, if you're just seeing my beautiful face for the first time, I am Grace. Trust me, when I say grace, that means I am graciously graced by God. It is not just an ordinary grace that you're seeing, yeah? I call myself the triple G because the first G stands for graciously. Then the second one is grace. That's double grace. Then the third one is God. I am graciously graced by God, man. Yeah, that's how we roll. And if you're my returning subscriber, of course you already know. You're welcome. What will I do for you? Just tell me in the comment section what you want me to do for you. I know so many of you already tell me, give us banger content and all of that. That's why I'm here, okay? I am here to be giving you guys banger content back to back. Okay, today we are in episode 4 of Singles Corner with Grace. Yeah, we had our first episode, second episode, third episode, and this is our fourth episode. Trust me, this first episode is actually the first one that I'm actually single on this channel. Yeah, I think by the time we start looking at what we have for today, you will know why I said that this is the first time I am single on this channel. Yeah. Okay, today we have about 3 different segments we want to look at. Remember, this episode 4, but we want to look at 3 different segments. We want to look at who is a single, what is singlehood, then why are people single. After now, we'll be looking at the next episode. Trust me, it will be a weekly episode. Every week we'll drop 1 episode henceforth, okay? So let's look at who a single person is. Of course, we all know that a single person is someone who is unmarried, who is not in a serious romantic relationship. A single person is someone who is not in a very long relationship or in an engagement, someone who is not in a civil union. Yeah, that's who a single is. And then if we talk about singlehood, we'll say that singlehood is a state of being single. Yeah, it's a state of being unmarried, it's a state of being alone. When we talk about single, or we'll talk about singlehood, single has to do with one, it has to do with mono, so it means that the person is alone, the person is not cleaving to another person. I mean, the person is so free and not attached with anyone. Okay, let's look at the reasons why people are single. I would like to break the reasons into 2 broad parts. Maybe in the subsequent episode, we'll be looking at different types of singlehood or different types of single people that we see in our society today. Now, looking at the reasons why people are single, I will say that one of the reasons why people are single is they just want to be single by choice. Yeah, we have singlehood by choice, and we have singlehood by circumstance. What do I mean by singlehood by choice? These are certain kind of people who must have, dated, who must have experienced marriage, who may not have even experienced any of this, but they've decided on their own for some certain period of time to be alone, to be single, to be detached, not to be attached to anyone. So these are the people that we see as singles by choice. I mean, this is what they plan. They've already planned out their life. They have their reasons for choosing to be single. They have their reasons for choosing not to be attached to anyone. They have their reasons for not being in a civil union. Of course, we know when we talk about a civil union is actually a legal union of a man and a woman, and that's called marriage. Now, let's look at the next reason why people are single. The other one is majority of people actually. So many people are just single because of this reason, and that's singlehood by circumstance. Okay, these are people who are single, not because they want to be single, but because there's nobody that is coming up. Maybe there's no one who wants to give them the genuine kind of relationship they want. There's no one who wants to give them the engagement that they require. There's no one who wants to give them the legality to a relationship that they require. So these people are actually single. Now, when you look at the two reasons why people are single, you see that the first set of persons who are single by choice, they tend to be more focused, they tend to know what they want, who they actually want, and all of that. But majority who falls under singles by circumstance, there are the ones who actually have bigger problem in our society today. How do I mean by that? Remember that I said that singlehood is a state of being alone. And if someone is not married, the person is single. The opposite of not married is single. The opposite of being single is not dating. Yeah. The direct opposite of being single is married. Okay. Now, marriage is a stage of life or a phase of life, and then singlehood is also a phase of life. So nobody was given birth to and was married immediately, except those people in the olden days, especially in Africa, where they're a kind of betrothed people. But trust me, they were not betrothed. Immediately they were given birth to. It takes some days. So nobody came into this world being attached to anybody. Even twins, they came out one after the other. Singlehood is a phase. Is a stage of life that is supposed to be enjoyed. How you want your singlehood to be is what is going to be. Singlehood can actually be likened to marriage. Okay, you work hard if you want your marriage to be enjoyable. You work hard if you want to enjoy your marriage, if you want to have a peaceful marriage. That's still the same way you got to work hard. For you to enjoy your singlehood, it is not easy. Yeah, it is not easy to be happy when you're single. For some persons that are single by circumstance. Now, how you want your singlehood to be is how it will be. If you want it to be filled with good memories, if you want it to be filled with joy, you want it to be filled with contentment, you want to achieve life goals and all of that, then you got to work for it. You have to relax yourself first and enjoy that particular phase of life. Singlehood is meant to be enjoyed, not to be endured, just like marriage. Okay, you got to enjoy it. You got to a kind of live in the moment. And one reason why people endure singlehood, or they are quick to attach themselves to people, they are quick to run to a man's house, they are quick to start cohabiting with a man, is actually because they lack self-confidence. A self-confident person is someone who believes in who he or she is. Now, I will likely be talking about the she here because, of course, it takes a man to attain a certain stage of life before he will start looking for who he will settle down with. In as much as most of them want to eat free food. If you are even available, you can cohabit with them and all of that, but greater percentage of them, they are more focused, unlike the ladies, especially down here in Africa. Now, I will say that in as much as you've decided, in as much as you've known that you're single, whether by choice or by circumstance, we should try as much as possible to take hold of the opportunity that we have. Of course, you are envying someone who is married. Babe, like, my man, why don't you enjoy yourself and just forget about that person that is married, just forget about that person that is engaged, forget about that person that is in a very serious romantic relationship for now. Take some time off, okay? Take some time off and enjoy this particular stage you are. Let me even ask, how many singles usually embark on a vacation, especially for the females, without tagging along or bringing a man? Yeah, how many times have you taken yourselves out without having this feeling that you need another person, probably the opposite sex, to compliment you? Please, it is very much necessary for you to enjoy this stage of your life. I feel like if you understand that single is a phase, and of course you are not to be there forever, then you maximize the time that you have right now. I know somebody will be like, I want to be married. Even me, I want to be married someday. But that is not just what I'm pursuing at the moment. Okay, I want to be very much married, I want to have my own family, but at this particular moment I have my freedom, I am not under anybody and all of that. I want to enjoy it to the fullest, because you know why? If you don't enjoy it now, you may be prone to a kind of start looking back, start having regrets when you finally marry. You see so many people who are married, so many people who are engaged, they are praying to be single, whereas the single people, they are praying to be married all the time. And the funny thing about all of this is that we are kind of putting our time, everything we have into trying to look for the perfect person, trying to look for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, or maybe Miss Right and all of that, which is not actually necessary. Okay, take your time now, build your career, set up your goals, just live in the moment. Okay, live in the moment, live in the moment. Yeah, I'm talking to you right now. Live in the moment. Stop living for someone to validate you. Stop living for people who are actually telling you, you got to be married. Hey, you are not yet married at this particular stage of your life. Hey, if you are 25 and you are not married, it will be very much difficult for you to marry. I mean, it's not in your power, okay? So that you don't run into a relationship that will actually ruin you. Enjoy this time that you have. Enjoy it! Let's enjoy it, okay? Let's enjoy it! It is not a crime to be single. It is not a crime, it's just a stage of life. And guys, I will want to see you in the next episode of Single Corner with Grace. Okay, by the way, I want to end this particular episode here because I don't want it to be unnecessarily long, but I believe that if you're single and you are content with being single for now, you're enjoying the stage of life that God has given you, let's connect. Okay, connect with me. Also help me share this video to people who you know that are single that need to hear this. Okay, send it on WhatsApp. Just share the link to every person that you know that needs to hear this message. And subsequently, like I told us before, we will keep bringing up this series. We'll keep bringing up this particular series for us so that we will learn and all of that. Okay, bye bye.